Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is Jessi Illustrates here and we're going to do lots of drawing today. I hope you've got all your creative juices ready. Well, today we're going to draw something that's been requested quite a few times. It is Pokemon. We've got Pikachu, Charmander and Squirtle here who we're going to draw today. So you'll need pencil and paper. Let's get drawing. I've drawn out my three characters here and I'm going to start off with Pikachu. And to do this we're going to do a range of different shapes. So starting with the head, we're going to do an arch over like that and create his ears, and they're quite like leaf shapes, quite long. We're going to go up an arch to a point and then we're going to come back down like that. Now we're going to do the side of the face, go around, sort of an arch, and then we're going to go back to the other side. So the other ear, another long leaf shape, coming back around, and then a bit like a very straightened out curly curve, like so. We're going to do his arms. So an arched line and then a little bit of like zigzags. So zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. His fingers and then back up. Not all the way though, just halfway. Same on the other side, little arch for a shoulder. Nice and slowly down to his fingers. Make sure that you're roughly in line with the other fingers, so you can put your pen there to make sure you're in line, and then do your zigzags for his fingers and back up again about halfway. Okay, so now we're going to do his legs. So from where his fingers finish we're going to do a little bridge like that, and then just below the bridge we're going to go up and over to create his foot like that, and some lines to create the toes, like that. And now we're going to do the other part of his leg, so arch around, and do a really thin oval for his other foot, and a few lines for those toes. And his bottom, do a big arch back up to his hand there, like so. Now it's a really strange tail, doesn't it? It's a bit like a lightning bolt. So we're going to do some zigzags. So one big one up. I'm going to do a slanted line and come down, follow the line back. It gets a little bit thinner as it gets towards his body, like that. So that's our outline of Pikachu. I'm going to do the eyes now, so some nice big round circles, 1, 2, and then like a lot of anime characters, they have a big white circle in the middle, or looking up. You do that there, and you can colour in the other part like that. He's got a tiny weeny nose, so you can just do a little sort of flat dot like that. And he's always got a fabulous smile, so let's do a really big smile like that. Now on his ears he's got some black edges, so we're going to colour those in like that. The same on the other side, so a slanted line downwards, and you can colour that in. And he has got some little sort of stripes, you get 2 in there. And then finally he does have little circle cheeks, nice and rosy red, and if you're going to colour this in you can colour those in. A little bump where his knee is, and I think that's done. It's Pikachu. So our next character is Charmander, and he's a little bit like a dragon with a flame on his tail. and he's made of lots of lovely oval shapes, so you could draw some ovals here and a big oval there to start off with if you want to get the size right. So we're going to start with the head. You're going to do a line up and then over, like we've got a huge bridge or a huge N shape. And that's his head. We're going to come out to create his arms, so we're going to create an arch here, take it out to the side. I'm going to do his fingers, which are like wobbly lines, and then a thumb which will stick out like that, and then we'll take it back into the body in pretty much a straight line, but we're going to curve it into his armpit like that. Let's do the other part of his face, so we'll take the line here under his chin like a V shape. I'm going to carry on with the body and the arms now, so take the arm outwards, a couple of wiggly lines for those fingers, and a line out to the side for that thumb, back in again. Let's do his body now, so a nice big oval shape. Then leave a gap for that leg and go back up again to his body. Create this leg now, so let's follow that line, arching it around and creating a foot. Let's get some triangle toes, or toenails I should say, like that. That's his foot. And in the other one, it's almost like part of the circle here, isn't it? So nice and chunky because it's bent. So round to the side, out for that foot. Let's leave a gap for those toes. We're going to carry on as if it's a circle. Then let's get some triangle toenails in. Like that. Brilliant. Okay, let's finish with the tail and then we'll do the detail in his face. So a bit like a really long stretched triangle. Go out and back, and a little line because that's a different colour here. Let's do the fiery flame from that tail, so line up and then lots of wiggles and line back, and same again, this can be a different colour, so lots of wiggles and back. That's a fire. We're going to do his face. Now his eyes, they're not round, they're a little bit like an arched window, so we're going to do a big long arch here and then a slight curve to join it together. Do the same on the other one, big arch, curve it round, and then for the eyeball, this sort of pupil bit, we're going to do one line from one side to the other and then a circle. Same on the other side, so a line like that, and then a circle. Again, you can colour those in, and a little eyebrow. And you can see his nostrils in this, so they're little lines going downwards, like that. And his mouth is really long line, stretched almost all the way. And we're going to dip down and back up again, like that. Finally, we're going to add some teeth, very little bumps, and a bit of the idea of his tongue here, so an arch up to the top and back down again. And then finally, to finish him off, let's do his belly, so a big arch up and over, join that bit of his leg like that. There we go, he looks like he's in a bit of an action shot, doesn't he? Like he's going to get ready to fight. Our final character is Squirtle. He's a bit like a turtle, isn't he, with extra powers. Again, we've got some circles here, so a nice lovely circle at the top and a big circle body. Let's start with that circle head all the way around, like that. And then the body, circle body, leave a little bit of a line for that leg there. a bit slimmer on that side because we've got his shell. So let's add that shell in. It's a little bit of a curvy bump like a snail or a slug or something, perhaps a worm. You come down and stop. Then we're going to create the shell part, so an arch over. Like that. We'll add the detail a bit later on. Let's fill in his arms next. So from part of the head, look, not the body, the head here. We're going to do a line arching downwards. Here we go. And back up again. I'm going to do a thumb, which is a little bump, like a C shape. And then we're going to do the other arm next. So over on the other side, I'm going to do an arch. Do those wiggly fingers again. And then back up. And make the thumb over here. And then we'll do those legs. So that arch over that way. Some wiggly toes. And then arch back that way, like that. They're all ready for action, aren't they, today? And then we'll arch over here, wiggly lines, and back up again. Fabulous. You can add some of that detail now, so let's do those eyes. And we've got arches here, and semicircle. Like that, and we can't see as much because he's looking that way, so we're just going to do a little bit, some lines and some eyebrows, and similar nose to Charmander, but it's got little dots pointing downwards, and a lovely smile, and it's got to dip down like a V shape, so it's V and then up and across. Like that. His body has got lots of lines, so we're going to do a line across at the top, and we're going to do one down the middle all the way to the bottom, and then from his hand we're going to do one to the middle and another one, but we're not going to go all the way. We're going to go, leave a little bit of a gap, and we're going to do a triangle. Makes him look a bit more 3D. And a line from the bottom to the top for another triangle here. And we do one more line down here, I think. And then finally, to finish him off, we've got his tail, which is a teardrop shape. And then a little twirl in the middle. And as always, before we finish, you've got to make sure that they're not floating. So let's draw a line where they're sitting. All the way across. So here is the Pokemon gang, and you could colour those in, and they'd look great coloured in. Which is your favourite? How did you get on today? I bet you did some fabulous drawings. Were your Pokemons awesome? Make sure you share them with me and follow and subscribe if you want to see more drawing videos. See you soon, bye.